OneNote is an amazing and often underused member of the Office suite. If you're not using OneNote and you have access to it, I want to commend it to you. I'm a major OneNote user. In SharePoint Online, when I create a new site, that site has a notebook. And we looked at this notebook briefly earlier. We can work with it in OneNote Online. I have teams of IT professionals that I work with that create all of their meeting notes here. I have friends who collect recipes in OneNote. I have people I know who journal in OneNote. I have people who capture all of their business requirements for projects in OneNote. You have lots of different choices. So this is the OneNote Team Notebook. I can also create a notebook in OneDrive. I used to get one automatically. I don't anymore. But if I wanted to have a notebook that I shared with everyone or shared with specific people, I can do that. If I click New, one of my choices is a new OneNote notebook, and I need to give this OneNote notebook a name. I'm working on a new project with Victor and Tammy, and I want to use this notebook to capture our meeting notes, our requirements, things like that. And this is a SharePoint project for the events team. So I'm going to say events project, or maybe even events SP project. I like underscores too. I got lots of choices. Here's my new OneNote notebook. I can have sections. So if I wanted to enter a new section, I would put business requirements. There's a section for business requirements. Here's one for meeting notes. There's an untitled section. I can delete sections I don't want. Remember, they are gone when they're gone. But if we have meeting notes, and this is a particular meeting that we had a couple days ago, I want to catch up on my meeting notes, and I'm going to say initial phone meeting, and this was on 3/29/2016, and then I can add more information. If I open this in OneNote, I can add pages that are like agenda pages. I have a number of different templates to work with. So one of my strategies sometimes is to set this up initially, open it in OneNote, and modify it there. Teaching you how to use OneNote in total is beyond the scope of this course, but there is a great OneNote Essential Training course in the training library. So OneNote 2016, or if you're using an earlier version still, there's a OneNote 2013 Essential Training course there as well. When I'm ready to share this with other people, super easy, because I want to include Victor and Tammy. I want them both to be able to edit. Remember that when I share like this, it's going to send an email invitation unless I tell it not to. I could include some text that says this is how we're going to use this notebook, share with them, they'll get their email messages. But remember that my CEO is the person who asked me to do this, so I don't think it's a bad thing for me then to share again. And this time I might share with Jonathan, and rather than allowing him to edit, I would say he can only view. That way he has access to the notes as well. This is in my OneDrive and accessible from all my mobile devices. I can take handwritten notes, I can draw diagrams and capture all of those on my mobile devices, share them with Victor, share them with Tammy, allow Jonathan to view them, all here in OneDrive. And I can do all of those same things with the notebook that's shared here for our team site. OneNote notebooks are so available in SharePoint that this is just a great tool to use. And as soon as teams of people begin using OneNote, they usually don't give it up.